Hi, good morning. I'm Dr. Neha Mishra, Consultant Infectious Diseases at Manipal Hospital, Bangalore. I take care of most of the complicated infections and drug-resistant infections, being it bacterial, fungal, viral, parasitic, and even the difficult infection in cases of solid organ transplant, hematological transplants, etc. Our team has been dealing with the COVID-19 infection for past 1 year. We have also dealt with most of the IP patients, OP patients, the patients who were home isolated, and so far the numbers have been okay till last month, but we have seen a very sharp increase in the number of cases for past few days, especially in last 2 weeks all across the country. So as we have seen a very sharp increase in number of cases of COVID-19 in last few weeks, and it has been seen constantly increasing in all over the country, across the country, in most of the states. Karnataka is also seeing a sharp rise of cases. With monsoon and post-monsoon round the corner, we know that the mosquito-borne diseases like dengue, malaria, chikungunya will also come up, and the numbers will go up for them as well. Hence, it is very, very likely that we might see a co-infection of mosquito-borne diseases like dengue and COVID-19 in this season. It is very important to distinguish between the two and know the important steps in management of these two infections when they occur together. Hence, the Government of India has released the guidelines for the same, which is very important to make a note of. So, dengue fever, which is a mosquito-borne disease, usually presents with fever, body pain, malaise, nausea, vomiting, etc. While COVID-19 also have similar feature at the time of presentation. Hence, it might become very difficult to actually distinguish between the two at the time of presentation itself, because clinical features are very similar. Now, coming to why is it important to distinguish between the two? It is very important because both diseases have little bit difference in what and how we treat them, and it is important to make a note of that difference, because either if we mess up there, then we can actually cause bleeding in COVID patients. Because when we treat dengue, actually the platelet counts are something that we monitor very closely. There's always a risk of platelet count dropping to a critical level in dengue fever. We also usually give IV fluids in large amount to such patients to maintain a good blood volume. While in COVID patients, usually what happens, the patient has tendency to form a clot. To lyse these clots, we give patients anticoagulant drugs, which can, if the platelets are low, these drugs can even cause bleeding. Hence, it is very important to keep a fair enough balance and monitor these patients very carefully while we are dealing with the co-infection of these two infections. As I already mentioned, the distinction on the basis of only clinical features might be very difficult, although there are very few specific enough features for COVID-19 and dengue. So like COVID-19, usually specific features can be loss of sense of smell and loss of sense of taste, while in dengue fever, the bone pains, nausea, vomiting and high-grade fevers can be something that can help you distinguishing between the two. But having said that, it is actually not possible to distinguish between the two only on clinical grounds. Coming to prevention, for COVID-19, we are aware that we should follow safe social distance. We should ensure that we are washing our hands frequently. We should also ensure that we are following proper respiratory etiquettes, and wearing a mask is very essential. We all must be well aware of all these things by now, because we have been listening to it for past 1 year. Now, coming to what do we do for prevention of dengue fever. Dengue fever, as it is spreaded by mosquito, we should make sure that there is no stagnant water collected around your house. Ensure that you close the windows and doors in the evening time so that mosquitoes cannot enter your house at that time. Ensuring the wearing of full sleeve clothing can also prevent mosquito bite to some extent. We should also ensure that we are using a proper repellent for mosquito at our houses so that we can kill the mosquitoes that have entered our house. You must always remember that prevention is better than cure. So preventing the spread of COVID-19 and dengue fever will be most important measure from the general public side. Thank you so much.